My gosh, a Tesla Cybertruck is on fire. All right, there's a fleet of Cybertrucks right now. Unbelievable. Seattle fire on the scene.
So you gotta get off the property.
Breaking news. I'm sorry?
Get off the property.
All right, you've got dozens of firefighters now putting out flames on the Cybertruck. Absolutely insane. Look, you still see flames right underneath the Cybertruck. As you can see, there are several other Cybertrucks just parked here. The Soto neighborhood here in Seattle, Sunday evening. Seattle fire on the scene, trying to put out the flames on a Cybertruck. It's unclear how this all started, but again, with everything that's happening in America right now, with anti-Elon Musk hate, all the protests and incidents of vandalism, it appears to be arson.
Yeah, we got some folks on the left that are now torching Teslas or just vandalizing them in general, okay? Absolutely disgusting behavior, especially considering we're talking about the political side of the aisle that always claims that they're so loving and caring and accepting of anyone and everyone. But in reality, they aren't. And the fact that they have to tell us that they're so loving and caring and accepting of others should tell us everything we need to know. If you are truly that person, you don't have to tell people. If you truly care about anybody and everybody, you don't have to say that. We would just see it. We would feel it, you know? Somebody's been caught, though. Apparently, allegedly, vandalizing Teslas. And I got a sneaky suspicion that there's going to be a lot more people that will be caught very shortly. Let's dive in.
Around the country ever since the end of January, including here in Colorado, where this Tesla storefront was vandalized multiple times with Molotov cocktails and anti-Elon Musk graffiti. Lucy Grace Nelson, a transgender woman, now faces federal and state charges for the Colorado incidents. Dealers in some cities are also being protested. 9 arrested at this one in New York. President Trump offered his support to Musk at a White House event yesterday and agreed when asked if these attacks should be labeled domestic terrorism.
I mean, are you surprised? Like, this is what the left does. When they don't get their way, they start burning things down and destroying things. They absolutely lose it. I mean, it's gone so far. And, you know, I've never understood this. Like, have you guys ever watched the videos of, like, folks who, you know, their favorite sports team may lose a game, excuse me, may lose a game or something, and then they'll launch something at their television, or they'll yank their television off the wall and slam it. I'm like, yo, you do realize that's your TV. Like, you paid for that. It doesn't make any sense to me. Or when, you know, people buy, I don't know, some type of material thing, right? A shirt or whatever, a jersey or something. The famous example that I remember, this was some years ago, is LeBron James. You know, people bought LeBron James's jersey, right? And then when he said he was leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers to go play for the Miami Heat, people were burning their jerseys. And it's just like, you already paid for it. Why are you destroying it? Like, I get you're angry at the guy. Whatever, you may not like his politics. I completely understand that. I don't like his politics either. But you paid for this already. Like, you already paid him. You already gave him the money. You burning it does absolutely nothing. Here we are again. A guy destroying his own Tesla because he hates Elon. Check it out.
Armed with a pickaxe and sledgehammer in Seattle's Soto neighborhood, these two fellas went to town on this Tesla. The car was left in shambles with shattered windows, massive punctures, and tons of anti-Elon Musk graffiti.
We don't like what Elon Musk is doing.
This man would only give me his first name.
Greg, sorry.
But says he actually owns the white Model S.
I bought it just to destroy it.
And Greg says he coordinated the stunt with his friends because he doesn't like Musk.
Tesla supports fascists. Let's keep that stock going down.
This is all part of a grassroots movement called Tesla Takedown. Some are trying to...
I love how they added the line grassroots. There's nothing grassroots about this. We talked about that. Was that yesterday's video? Yeah, I believe it was the day before yesterday. You know, Act Blue. This ain't grassroots.
Sink the electric vehicle maker's stock price and ruin anything associated with a controversial CEO.
They're getting wealthy at the taxpayer expense.
All this animosity and relentless nationwide protests come in response to Musk's handling of President Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE.
We're also seeing a lot of upside-down U.S. flags here today.
He's cutting entire federal agencies and the jobs that come along with it. And some people have even resorted to criminal activity to hurt Musk.
Oh my gosh, a Tesla Cybertruck is on fire.
Late Sunday evening, fire crews battled flames shooting out of several Cybertrucks in this Tesla storage lot.
Does this look like arson, sir?
We got our investigator on the way.
Dang. Look at this.
At this point, the cause remains under investigation. But with all the Elon hate, there is concern it could be arson. Seattle police and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives are investigating.
You bought it to destroy it? Yeah.
The Inferno was just minutes away from this Tesla bash session.
Why are you wearing masks outdoors?
But just to be clear, none of these protesters have been accused of having anything to do with the destruction of those torched Cybertrucks.
Greg is just trying to tell his story. That's it. Why is everyone afraid suddenly?
Oh, man. Like, am I tripping? Like, what is the point of that? You bought the Tesla already. You paid the man. So now you're just going to destroy it to stick it to him? Am I crazy? Because, like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, when you buy the Tesla, you pay Elon. So, well, not directly, but you guys get what I mean. Like, you've already given Elon your money, basically, and so now you're destroying the car that you already paid for and gave to Elon. Like, it'd be one thing if, you know, you bought the car and then, I don't know, somehow, some kind of way, like, you got a bunch of rebates or something, discounts on the car, and then you took it back and forced Tesla to buy it at a higher price than what you bought it for. So now, technically, you're taking money from the company. Like, that'd be a different thing, but like, you bought it and now you're destroying it, but it's your own money. I don't know. It don't make sense in my mind. I was trying to wrap my head around, like, why would you do this? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So with all of this going on, Trump brought Elon to the White House to purchase a Tesla in show of support.
Hello, President Trump. Are you looking to buy or lease today?
Well, I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy because, number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets. And number two, because this man has devoted his energy and his life to doing this. I think he's been treated very unfairly by a very small group of people. And I just want people to know that you can't be penalized for being a patriot. And he's a great patriot. And he's also done an incredible job with Tesla. And I mean, nobody else has a car company started up in the last 30 years that's been successful. I don't think so. And not only successful, but super successful. And because he's able to find billions and billions and billions of dollars of fraud and waste and all of the things. I mean, our country is going to be very strong very soon because of a lot of the things that he's done and a lot of the things that I'm doing. And there's no better team, but there's no better for what we're doing. There's nobody like this, and he shouldn't be penalized. And when I watched the other day, I said, I can't believe it. It should be the opposite. People should be going wild, and they love the product, but because he's finding all sorts of terrible things that have taken place against our country, they want to penalize him in an economic sense, and I just think that's very unfair. So I just wanted to make a statement. I'm going to buy one. Now, here's the bad news. I'm not allowed to drive because I haven't driven a car in a long time, and I love to drive cars. But I'm going to have it at the White House, and I'm going to let my staff use it. I'm going to let people at the place use it, and they all are all excited about that. I'm not allowed to use it. Can you believe it? One of my great things in life is that I can, you know, I like to drive cars, but I'm not allowed to.
So yeah, in show of support, he is going to be purchasing a Tesla, or actually, I believe he did yesterday. But then also, as a show of support back, this is what Elon had to say.
As a function of the great policies of President Trump and his administration, and as an act of faith in America, Tesla is going to double vehicle output in the United States within the next 2 years.
It's
Double.
a big deal. That's great. Thank you. And by the way, he makes one car. This one I don't understand. This one I don't want, but that's okay. Without a steering wheel. It comes out next year, right?
Yes.
Explain that, please.
Yes, the Cybercab starts production in Texas next year, and it's self-driving. We have so much confidence in the self-driving nature of it that it'll actually not have a steering wheel. It will not have pedals. It'll either self-drive or not drive at all, but it'll self-drive.
And I'm going to pass on that particular.
Hey, I'm rocking with Trump on that one. I am going to pass a very, very hard pass on that. That would, it would be super awkward to get into a car that didn't have a steering wheel or pedals. Like, you're just in a metal box, and hey, if this thing goes off a cliff, like, I guess we're flying. like what do you do? You know? Nah, no thanks. I'm not even an electric car guy, but if I were to ever buy an electric car, it's definitely gonna be a Tesla for sure. Probably a Cybertruck. I didn't like them at first, and y'all let me know y'all opinions on the Cybertruck. When I first saw them, I didn't really like it. You know, thought it looked kind of weird and wonky. But then I saw a few like in person. I was like, actually, that doesn't look half bad. You know, it doesn't look half bad. But yeah, man, these folks are absolutely crazy. And Trump has obviously taken notice, which is why he brought Elon to the White House. But he also had this to say. Check it out.
Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists. Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists.
I will do that. I'll do it. I'm going to stop them. We catch anybody doing it because they're harming a great American company. You know, I've stuck up for the NFL. I've stuck up for a lot of American companies and other companies, but American companies. I did a very big favor for the NFL. I do favors for all. When you heard an American company, especially a company like this, supplies so many jobs that others are unable to do, when you do that, those people are going to go through a big problem when we catch them. And we have you got a lot of cameras up. We already know who some of them are. We're going to catch them. And they're bad guys. They're the same guys that screw around with our schools and universities, the same garbage. And no, we're going to catch them. And let me tell you, you do it to Tesla and you do it to any company, we're going to catch you and you're going to go through hell.
I love that little nugget there. It's the same people. They do it to our schools and everything else. Did you catch what Trump was putting down? Did you catch it? I think that was a little subtle message from Uncle Trump, but what do y'all think? What do y'all think? So, great news, man. Great news. And I believe Tesla stock is actually back on the rise again, because for a while there it was tanking a little bit, which that's also the thing. Like, people think they're going to bankrupt Elon. Like, bro, what? The fact that people think that they can bankrupt this guy is just asinine to me. You're going to bankrupt the richest guy on this planet? Like, a guy worth like $400 billion, almost $500 billion. You're going to bankrupt that guy? Could you significantly reduce his net worth? Sure, absolutely. You can. But you're not ever going to make this man go broke. It's just not happening. Like, good luck. You're going to need a lifetime plus 1 billion years on top of that to get this man to go broke. Like, it's worthless. It is worthless. I mean, maybe if he was worth, like, I don't know, 10 million or something, you might be able to get him to go broke. But this guy's worth 400 billion. Like, I don't know. But it's the left, of course. You know, the lights on, but nobody's home. Anyway, thanks for tuning in as always. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.